What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 4 of the podcast, and the time we're recording this is 11:39 on October 9th. It's a Friday, and we all feel good. I'm your host, Kizby Carrera, and I'm joined by my two special guests, Luis Torres, the man first working a 9 to 5 at Starbucks. Say what's up to the people, Luis.
What's up, people? I'm Luis Torres.
And our second special guest of the podcast, the much beloved Grayson Bald, the man who physically went back to school. Grayson, say what's up to the people.
Hey everyone. Yeah, I did physically go back to school.
And we're all disappointed.
We're all disappointed
right
now.
Boo!
Did this happen before?
Do an at-home boo. It's all right. I'll take it.
First on the show note, we have Petty Jenkins says there are no plans to 1984, the Wonder Woman second movie on premium video on demand or streaming. He quote said, "Direct to streaming is not even being discussed. We're still 100% behind the theatrical experience for Wonder Woman 1984. I don't give a shit about this movie.
And like we said in the past 2 episodes, streaming is the way to go. Like no one's gonna see it in theaters. Nobody.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. How do you feel, Luis? How do you feel about
it? Well, I was drinking water. I don't care about Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Because the trailer sucks and the villain is like...
Trailer sucks. I did see the trailer. I do remember the trailer. I did see it.
Right. And she's not a good actor.
It's not even that... It doesn't even stop me that they're releasing it in theaters. It's just that they have 0 VOD plans, just like, period. So they're just not going to release it.
They're pretty confident.
Not a month, not 2 months. They just don't care.
Yeah, and there's no chance they're going back or taking... With a quote like that, there's no chance that they're just going to be like, oh yeah, we did something wrong, let's go fix it. They're going to stick by it, so...
What does a Wonder Woman theatrical experience mean? What the hell is that?
Big whip crack noise.
CGI, terrible acting.
Oh no.
All the goods.
All the goods. All the DC package.
Man.
Moving on, we have Reed Morano to direct Charlie Kaufman's to adapt Yoko Ogawa's novel, The Memory Police. Put this on the show notes because we all watched Thinking of Anythings, and Luis and I are big fans of Charlie Kaufman. How are we feeling about this, guys?
Good.
The Memory Police sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
Like, that sounds like... I don't even know anything about it yet, but, like, The Memory Police sounds like something I'd want to watch.
Sounds like something from 1984.
The Memory Police, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Charlie Kaufman bitch boy, so I'm excited. I saw this and I got excited. No, this is awesome.
I have no idea who Reed Morano is. Oh, she directed the Skeleton Twins. Oh, look at that.
So on the show notes, Hasbro says we will hear more from the Power Rangers reboot by next year. The story reportedly involves a time travel, bringing the kids back to the 1990s, where they have to find a way back to the present, Back to the Future style.
Man.
How do you guys feel about this?
Fuck you.
Really?
Dude, they already rebooted Power Rangers this decade. Or last decade. Fuck are you talking about? Bryan Cranston was a giant floating head. and they're gonna do it again. Fuck, Power Rangers only works well in like a TV format where it's children's. Right. Because stuff is not epic enough, like in the Power Rangers universe, to warrant a whole movie. And why is Hasbro producing movies? What the fuck is Hasbro on?
They are the board game, mostly board game company.
That's what I'm saying. Why are they going into the... Everyone wants to go in the movie business. Why? I don't understand this.
COVID, maybe? Because people are just watching anything, right?
Yeah, rich people are profiting. You can make whatever with that money.
Exactly.
Stupid. I know they have a streaming service, too.
Hasbro streaming service?
Yes,
I haven't heard.
They have a streaming service.
What do you watch on Hasbro?
There's so much shit Hasbro owns, like they have the rights to, that I didn't know. They have like Transformers, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe. It's crazy. Every time you see a fucking shitty Transformers movie, that's Hasbro's fault. They let that shit happen.
I actually didn't know that. That's interesting. I mean, they're good at toys. I'll give them that.
Are they?
Yeah. What?
All
This is a movie podcast. This is a movie.
Nah, we're changing this. It's a childhood chores podcast.
Moving on. Sandra Oh will star in Iris K. Shim's supernatural psychology horror. Uma is taken his first movie studio, written and directed by a Korean American woman, starring a Korean American actress. Sam Raimi and Zanaya Bazi are producing. This is sick. I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah.
Korean woman directing, Korean actress. Shout out to them. How are you guys feel about it?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
actually pretty cool.
Sandra Oh is great. She's in Killing Eve. Have you guys seen Killing Eve?
No.
BBC
Wait.
One. Yeah.
The TV show?
Yes. With Jodie
Oh,
Comer.
no. Yeah, the girl who directed Fleabag, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Started
Check
watching
it out.
Fleabag.
Good for
Uh-huh.
you.
It's entertaining.
It's amazing.
Wow. He's really going through puberty if he's watching Fleabag. Just give it up for Grayson.
Bro. I'm only on like episode 1. You can't say I'm fully watching it. I haven't hit
Oh,
puberty
okay.
yet. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. It's gonna take some time.
Can't wait until you're fully. Pablo Lorraine's Princess Diana biopic Spencer, starring Kristen Stewart, will begin shooting in January 20. Do we have any Kristen Stewart fans?
I
One
mean,
of
she's
Diana.
great as a person, but
I'm
like
sure
as
you
I don't have any problems with them.
but like as an actor, I can't think of anything.
I think they're in Oceans of the
Yeah,
new Oceans.
that's what I'm thinking of. Like I didn't think that movie was bad, but I wasn't. But I didn't watch it. And I was like, I can't wait till she's in this.
Yo, her hair's pretty cool.
She has cool hair. I agree. I'm not a fan. I don't care about Princess Diana, but I know she's an icon amongst people. So if you care, that's for you guys. But we're
Wait,
moving on.
she's playing Princess Diana?
She's been in
Yeah,
some.
Princess
She's been in
Diana.
some pretty bad ones.
Yeah, notably Twilight.
Twilight, Underwater that came out this year. Charlie's Angels, the 2019 Charlie's Angels.
That's
like,
right. Yeah.
That's right. That's
but she was in Zathura, the board game.
Yo, dude, that movie. I watched that movie like this month because I just remembered about it. It's so good.
Yeah. I think we
So
talked about that on the
influential.
podcast. Yeah.
That was my childhood movie. Like
Dude,
that was
me
like
too. Oh my god.
that was
wow.
wow.
You
I think
guys
that's
should
better than
kiss.
Jumanji. I like board game movies.
All right.
wise. I
You know,
really do. I really do.
Let's move
I gotta-
on. Let's move on. We're
Oh.
not gonna talk about
Are you?
Okay,
fucking
okay.
kidding me?
next on the podcast.
He's avoiding it because he knows Zathura is better. Is what
Shut
I'm
the
hearing.
fuck up. Mila
Bro,
Jovovich-
are you kidding me?
Mila
Kristen
Jovovich-
Stewart is better in that movie than Robin Williams was in Jumanji. I'll be the first to say it.
No,
I'll be
I
the first to
disagree.
say it.
I'm moving on. We're not gonna talk about
Whatever.
this. Fuck you. Mila Jovovich thriller Monster Hunter moves forward to 2020.
Is that the one we were talking about?
That's the one we're talking
The
about.
fucking-
It's considered a thriller.
Yeah. It moved closer. The date's now December 2020.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, like it's releasing
yeah.
2 months from now.
I think so. I think that's
You know, I'm just gonna be on the edge of my seat, like really stressing about our main character the entire Monster Hunter movie, because I'll really care.
supposedly the movie's like a group of soldiers get like trans like the Monster Hunter world, and they're trying to like
Wait, so they
Yeah.
enter the video game?
I don't know from
It
that's
goes
what
from real life to video. That would be really good. It would make for a very funny movie.
that's what I got from the trailer. Honestly, I'm not looking. It's like a train wreck, right? I watch it if it happens in front of me, but I'm not gonna actively for it, you know.
Yeah,
I disagree. I'm watching that movie
I'm watching it. Yeah,
live.
We'll all sit down together and we'll watch this movie.
I think that's a good idea, especially since they moved the date forward. They moved
Yeah.
it forward. Not anybody is talking about it, which is a very stupid move. Like
Right?
nobody's talking about it. It's considered a thriller right now, and yeah, like like even the screen caps look uncomfortable to watch. So
It does.
this is
Um,
I'm very excited.
we're gonna all sit down and watch it. We're gonna review it for all you guys.
It could be our weekly movie. Y'all could join in too.
It'll be our weekly.
I feel like I don't want to put the audience through that though.
Honestly,
it would be funny if they refused to do VOD, because you just have to experience Monster Hunter in theaters.
I wouldn't put it past them, honestly.
It's because we are still 100% behind the theatrical experience for Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Have to experience, like, there's no other way to watch this movie. It has to be like this.
Yeah. Well, we on the show notes here we have like even worse news. A live action animated hybrid of Thomas the Tank Engine. The film is in the works from World War Z director Mark Foster. How do you feel about
I what is the plot of Thomas the Tank Engine? Has there been a plot? I thought he just goes around to different places and says hi to new people.
Yeah, it's like SpongeBob but with trains. You know, but less funny and more scary.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about this, Luis?
I think it's stupid. I don't even.
Okay.
Fucking Hasbro's behind this, aren't they? Who the fuck is making this movie? Oh my god.
I don't know.
This is the problem.
Somebody's spending millions of dollars
make
on this.
a movie. If they made a Thomas the Tank Engine TV show, I would understand, right? That makes sense. But they want to make a movie. Just do it again. Okay, they're above making a new TV show, but they'll make a fucking live action movie with the World War Z director? That's horseshit. That is horseshit. They know this is like a one. You pull this off once and we can make a bunch of money, because a TV show is not. No one cares a shit about Thomas the Tank Engine.
Right.
To make a TV show, to make it serialized, so they have to pull out one movie and pray to God they make money. And I don't like it.
It's funny. This man's like, he did the Mark Forster did World War Z, Quantum of Solace, the James Bond movie, Finding Neverland, Monsters Ball, and like stuff like that. And then out of the blue, he's just like, yes, I've been a long time fan of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Who knows? Maybe they dropped a really big bag for him. He just couldn't.
Probably it. My only fear that is if we have a Thomas the Tank Engine movie, they'll expand into a JJ the Jet Plane movie, and nothing scares me more. Fear? That's my only fear. I can deal with the bad reception and maybe kind of terrifying Thomas the Tank Engine live action, but once they put JJ the Jet Plane, who's already scary enough animated, into live action, I don't think I could do it anymore. I think I'd be done with movies. I think I'd be too afraid to go into a movie theater to see a poster of the JJ the Jet Plane live action movie.
We'd quit the podcast. If that
We'd quit the podcast.
That's
so true.
We swear on that.
Mm-hmm.
But next on the podcast we have David Fincher's Mink to reportedly arrive in theaters in November and on Netflix on December 4th. I'm pretty excited. I'm big David Fincher fan. How do you feel about this, Luis?
I don't care about the subject matter. This is like one of those things where like it's made by Fincher, so I care. I'm sure he'll make it interesting, but I don't. It's fine. At least he went like the Scorsese direction.
What do you
mean?
Where
he's like, I'm gonna release a big movie, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna release it in theaters first, and I'm gonna shit it out on Netflix later. That way he can maximize money. Because David Fincher movies, they're good, but I don't think they would make as much money as they used to. Especially now.
Right.
COVID. So he was smart about it.
Okay.
Props to David Fincher.
How you feel, Grayson?
It looks cool.
Right.
It looks, from what I've seen here, it looks enough that I'd give it a watch. Okay. Jack Fincher did the screenplay for it, is what I'm reading here. Is that that's David's father?
No.
I don't.
It's his son.
Probably his son.
Okay.
I don't know. I made that up.
Interesting though. That's kind of cool.
Maybe. Well, I'm on the lookout for it. If you are a Fincher fan, there you go. But we have some birthdays this week happen. Dakota Johnson turned 31. Happy birthday to them. Kate Winslet.
Dakota Johnson is 21? Oh,
31.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kate Winslet's birthday was this week. Happy birthday to them as well,
Yeah,
And
happy birthday, yo.
Sure.
somebody else's birthday. Forgot. Oh, two more birthdays. We have Diaz Villanueva. His birthday was
Oh.
this week. Happy birthday to them.
Yay.
Very good birthday. And Buster Keaton was born this week as well. He's 120 years old. Happy birthday to Buster
He's still
Keaton.
alive?
Yeah, good for good for him.
I'm sorry.
125 years strong.
Good for him, man.
But happy birthday to them.
And what's next? And wait, Ewan McGregor confirms the Disney Plus series Obi-Wan Kenobi series will begin filming in March 2021.
Yeah,
Huh. Is that a prequel, do you know?
probably. Isn't Ewan McGregor dead?
No. Wait, in Star Wars or in real life?
Yeah, Star Wars.
No. He in the Wait, is he? Oh yeah, he dies. No, he dies in the
Yeah.
original trilogy.
Yeah.
I think this
He's
is
one
after
of the first. He's one of the first. He's dead in the first movie. I'm pretty sure. Isn't he?
No, I think it's the second one.
Isn't that the fight with
With
like
Vader.
Anakin?
Maul? I think. First
No,
movie.
no,
I'm
Maul
not
is in the
really-
prequels.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys sound like losers.
In the
I'm
ending of
so.
in the ending of the prequels, he's so upset that he let Anakin go to the dark side that he like becomes a hermit on Tatooine, and I think it's like in between the
grows old.
prequels and the trilogy. So it's like
Isn't he? Cool?
yeah, he grows old. But
Okay.
that's in the I think it's like the stories between the prequel and the trilogy, the original one.
Right.
So all his
I may be
cool
thinking-
adventures.
How do you?
Yeah,
how do you
I'm
guys
thinking
feel?
Qui-Gon Jinn is who I'm thinking.
Who?
Who dies?
Guy with the four arms?
No. He's like the guy with
Fucking
what's
hate
his.
Star
He's
Wars.
the guy with Obi-Wan. In the first movie. The old dude.
Mace,
old lightsaber.
wait, Mace Windu?
No, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Dude, Jesus Christ, we're moving on. Someone's probably
I fucking hate Star Wars.
Star Wars sucks. We're
I haven't
moving on.
seen all of the movies yet. I still haven't gone all the way through. I've started them like maybe I've started watching them a bunch of times and I've gone through like one, and then just can't convince myself to watch the second one. The first one is like, it's so not entertaining. It's like
The original?
yeah, no, not the fourth, the first. Like
Oh, like the first.
the first of the prequels,
Oh,
like actually gives me no reason to watch the second one.
The saddest conversation had.
Ooh,
Ever.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Mandalorian season 2. That's gonna be good though, right?
I don't give a shit.
I just don't want like more Baby Yoda shit. Like I've had enough of that.
Is there Baby Yoda plushies out yet, man?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And if not, you can find one on like Etsy or something. Like
We're moving on from Star
Who's
Wars.
buying stuff from Etsy? That's where you get COVID from.
Star Wars.
Fuck Star Wars. Next on the show notes, we have Charm City Kings starting Jai Diallo, I think his name is Winston, and Meek Mill is now available on HBO Max. This is pretty cool. I saw a trailer for it like a couple months ago. It's about Meek Mill in Baltimore. The kid who's in it is in a show. Everything that you guys should check out. It's a very cute show. That's what I'm excited about it.
Wait, Meek
Meek
Mill is
Mill's cool.
acting?
Yeah, he doesn't seem too bad. I think it's about his life, so you can't really go. It's hard not to.
I don't know. There was that Get Rich Die Trying movie for 50 Cent. And that movie fucking sucked. Remember that?
No, that was a great movie.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not gonna argue with you
Okay,
about
okay,
50 Cent.
Okay.
I'm not gonna argue about 50 Cent. That's 50 Cent.
And it wasn't
Whatever.
good.
Whatever.
Dude,
That's
not.
50
It's like, I can't think.
That's
How many
50 Cent.
rappers are good artists? Or good actors? Like Tupac and Ice Cube?
Machine Gun Kelly is a really good.
Fucking hell. Die.
Next on the show
Eminem,
notes.
one movie.
Next on the show notes.
Or
Next
two
on the
movies. He was in the interview.
Next on the show notes. Natalie Portman confirmed she's begun training to prepare for the new Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm pretty sure one of you guys care. How do you guys?
I
feel?
care. And I don't care. She's begun training. Tell me when she's begun filming and I'll give a shit. I don't care that she's training.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, cool. People train all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. We'll move on. Big news. Not really. Tenet will reportedly release on December 15 on DVD Blu-ray. Are you guys picking this up?
Woo!
Are you guys picking this up?
I'm so proud of them. Yes, I
Yeah, I
am.
will be pirating it. Yes.
We will be pirating it. Fuck you, Christopher Nolan. This bitch.
Too
You're
bad.
fucking-
At least they made the decision to release it on DVD early. Is all I'm saying. It's
Right.
like most movies would wait a couple months. So it's like I'm glad that they acknowledged that. Man, we could have made much more money on this. That's good.
Is Tenet straight to DVD?
I'm
God.
No.
fine with that. Who cares?
Fuck you, Christopher Nolan.
Wait, so is it not going to be on VOD?
I don't know. That was in the. That's all I
What
said.
the
It was released.
fuck?
I don't know.
If he's releasing it just on DVD and Blu-ray and non-VOD, he's an asshole.
There'll be a
Yeah,
high quality
true.
rip somewhere. Find it and we'll watch it, and review it.
Allegedly, there will be.
Allegedly, holy, right? Allegedly,
Yeah.
we
We're
allegedly.
we're not supporting, or I mean, we're not
not
against it.
supporting
Yeah,
it.
we're not against it either. It's
Do what you
Tenet.
want.
It's
do what you
Tenet.
need. Yeah, it's Tenet.
They made a
next
lot
on
of
the
money
show-
in the box office.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Next one.
Did you guys watch the original Guy Ritchie Sherlock films?
No.
They're
should've
all so decent. And I think a cinematic universe really wouldn't be that bad. I really don't think so. I'm
But
all on board.
How many more do you want to watch? Is the thing. Because it says with Marvel style world building right now.
Yeah.
So that means you're in line for at least 20 of these.
Where do you
with-
go with Sherlock Holmes?
You have like different characters. You got like the Enola Holmes character now that's coming in. You can make movies based off of Watson, maybe some bad guy movies. But I don't want to watch that much Sherlock Holmes. To be completely honest.
Did you guys watch the TV show?
Sherlock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really did like that.
Yeah, that was pretty good, and it was in the modern world, so maybe they'll do something like modern Sherlock.
Hopefully, that would be really good. If they could like replicate the. Still, I don't want to watch 20 of them.
That's true. I'm not excited.
And it's not worth spending all, like, watching one every year or having one released every year. Like with Sherlock, it was a season that came out, and so you're fine sitting down and watching it all, and paying maybe how much ever you paid for it. But it's like, yeah, it doesn't. It's a film series that doesn't need a cinematic universe. I think they're just cashing in on the money, the potential money.
Like Power Rangers.
Maybe. I mean, I guess you could, like, when the first Marvel movies came out, you could probably. I guess we just have to wait and see.
No, you could not say that because there's a tons of Marvel comics.
Right, but like.
There's only like I think 3 full Sherlock books and a few short stories. I don't know.
But the only people who were like seeking that out were like Marvel and comic book fans. I don't think the average person even cared.
But now the average person cares. Can they stretch out Sherlock Holmes to care about the average person?
You can make people care about anything.
Can you get like Endgame type hype? Can you get like Endgame type hype for a Sherlock movie? Which I don't think you can. Like
putting way too much fucking pressure on Robert Downey Jr.'s shoulder.
I think he deserves this pressure. I think it's needed. Because okay, if you with Endgame, there's with the Marvel universe, it's like there's easily like 20 characters that can end the world. So you throw any one of them in. Now there's no major character that has that much weight on them in the Sherlock universe that could ever get as much hype as a Marvel movie could get. Just because there's never that much of a threat, and there's never that much of a like. I don't think you could do anything that interesting.
Not yet. We'll just have to see. I don't want to.
Thanos and Sherlock.
Not even funny.
No.
Yeah, I know. Why were you guys laughing at that? That was
so bad.
Because every time Sherlock defeats a villain, he just explains what he's gonna do, and just like him going to Thanos and be like, "I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this." I looked at the chip on your shoulder and I could tell that you were weakening. So stupid.
Man. All right.
Watson, grab Thanos from the back. Hold him still.
I'll pull his glove off.
Yeah, this is getting cut out. This is getting cut out.
No, this is not getting cut out. This is all getting cut.
Shit. Enola, shoot him in the head. Oh man. Fucking Oh my
Shut
god.
up. Yo, shut up.
I
next on the
am
show
Sherlock
notes-
Holmes.
Next on the show notes, we have Andy Samberg, Craig Robinson, and Common have been cast in a superhero comedy Super High for New Line. The film follows a reality where smoking special weed gives you superpowers.
Sounds dumb as shit.
I'm excited as fuck for this.
That sounds like Project Power, but instead of eating pills, they smoke weed.
Smoke weed. I love Andy Samberg and Craig Robinson. These are all. I don't know. I think it'd be funny.
I've
it's
seen
something
Common
I'll
in other
watch.
movies and he's pretty good, but he's like in small doses. You know, I don't know if he could do a comedy role. Or is
No,
it a
Common's pretty
comedy?
funny.
Oh, it is a comedy. Okay.
Well, anything with weed is common.
You're right. You're right.
So true. Well, be on the lookout for that. If you.
I blame Seth Rogen
Yeah.
for this shit.
Yeah, it's completely his fault. It's really his
This
fault.
fucking
I
weed
wish
comedy is just like weed is cool, guys, and it is cool, but yeah.
Has there ever been like a good? When was the last like good movie based around weed?
The Sitter.
All right.
The who?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Based around weed.
Next on the show notes we have Dennis Villeneuve. Oh, Villeneuve
We've talked about this.
No. They have he has a new movie coming. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh yeah.
I
I thought about his birthday again. I was like, what?
No, he has a new project with Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't think it's like anything started, but they have together. Enemy was great. How are you guys feeling?
It's great. Every time they work together, it's great. They did Enemy and Prisoners together, and they're both like
Prisoners, is that right?
perfect
Oh my
movies.
god.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
If I could have sex with that movie, oh my god, I'd fuck the shit out of that movie.
Oh, Prisoners.
Yeah, that's such a great movie.
So good, yeah. So I think it's gonna be good.
I'm fucking excited. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. What about you, Grayson? How are you feeling about this?
I'm excited for it.
Let's go. All three of us excited.
Yeah. We finally something we can agree on. Yeah.
So finally, right? Shit.
No, we all agree that fuck Star Wars, right?
Yeah. Shit.
And fuck Christopher Nolan.
I want to go so far to say like fuck Star Wars, but like
Come on.
but like
God.
I'm not gonna openly and like say yes Star Wars. It's like
Sucks, man. Fuck you.
bro. Okay. Like Rogue One, like that movie's pretty cool.
Because of Oscar Isaac.
That movie's pretty cool. The gambling scene and Solo. That the whole movie sucks, but like the gambling scene, Solo like single-handedly carries that entire movie.
We're not talking about Star Wars. Yo, fuck that. We've already done this.
The Star Wars episode.
We're moving on. A year ago, The Joker was released, and it changed the history of cinema forever.
Cool.
Man.
I don't know. Are we happy that movie came out?
Yeah, I think The Joker's a great movie, but I think it reinvented, or maybe it might have reinvented comic book movies. But I don't get like all the best movie of all time hype.
Oh yeah.
No,
that doesn't
People-
make any sense to me.
People like there's this like anybody I talk to about Joker anytime I talk to somebody about it, the first thing they say, they always bring up the fact that it's like, well, you don't know what's real and what isn't real. Like that's what's so beautiful about it. Like I could even not be, because it's like the what's it called, like the unreliable narrator kind of thing, where it's like you don't know what's in Joker's mind and what's not, and it's like
Whoa.
anytime I bring up a conversation about Joker, like not even talking about that part, somebody finds a way to slip it into the conversation. I'm so tired of hearing people telling me that.
People just cringe when I bring it up, so it's like, I hate that fucking movie. So I don't know, dude.
But
You're talking about
how many movies have you watched that you've never seen a movie with like an unreliable narrator?
right? That's the entire plot of Fight Club.
Yeah. It's like it's not a movie that's like revolutionized that either. It's like cool. You looked more into a movie than the average person did. Like, congrats.
It's really great for a comic book movie, but it's not like people are acting like it's reinventing movies.
No, it's not.
It's not reinventing movies, like just in general. Like the fuck.
I think it was a Joaquin's. He really
No,
took that
I think
role.
the movie's well directed, and I think
No,
I think the music is really good. I think the movie is great.
no, but I'm saying like what did it for people is Joaquin. He really made that role his. I think he's the best job we've had in like what the
Oh,
last 10 years.
yeah.
It's been so memed on recently that like, I mean, not recently, like within the past year, that like, yeah, I can see it, but it's been so ruined for me just because it's like I can't take any
Yeah,
of his lines seriously anymore. Like stuff that he did really well, and at the time I was like, man, that was really well done. I now look at it and I'm like, that's so funny. Like I can't go through that movie without like
like
bursting out laughing.
Yeah.
like the scene where he shoots Murray and he just sits there like bouncing his leg in pure and like anxiety and like adrenaline is such good acting.
Oh, yeah. When I saw the scene in the theaters, I was like, wow, this is great.
This is
And
great.
then I went
And
on
now it's just
Instagram,
ruined
and
by
it was
fucking
over.
memes,
Yeah, that was ruined. All the counselor scenes were ruined.
Yeah.
right?
Like people would put random images in his notebook and have the
Oh
counselor
yeah.
describe it. It was like there's not a there's so many good scenes in that movie that I can't see anymore.
It really did change pop culture for better or for worse, you know.
Good
Yeah,
job.
it did have a change. That's true. We'll give it that.
Had a huge change.
It had a change.
Yeah, for
Um,
its genre. Yeah.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah, no, I love the movie.
Congrats to the director, to
Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the Joker 2 is much better. But well, you kind of have to hope it's a lot better, you know.
Yeah,
It's like it's only up from there. I don't want it to be worse.
Are they making another one?
Yeah, they're making a second one.
I don't think Joker's the character to go for, honestly. Like Joker's cool, but like you don't need a second one. Like if you did another DC villain, that could be kind of cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
like-
because this one was how he became the Joker. So what are they gonna
Yeah,
do for the
yeah.
next one?
I think you could stop it there. You just give them all origin stories.
I mean,
Like,
is
Two-Face would make a great movie.
uh-huh.
Maybe. I don't give a shit about DC on.
Yeah, but you didn't until Joker came out.
No, I played the Batman games and I like Batman. Oh yeah, we're not gonna argue about this.
I like
Next-
the Dark Knight series. There you go.
Next,
Yeah,
next
yeah, I like the Dark Knight stuff.
We're not gonna talk about it. Yo, fuck this. Next on the show notes, we have Tom Hanks first ever News of the World has been released. The film follows a widower who travels through Texas desert to perform a one-man show about true stories from her bar. Releases this December the 25th. How you guys feel about this?
This is Buster Scruggs.
Yeah, it's Buster
Yeah.
Scruggs.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
It's Buster Scruggs with Tom Hanks.
starring Tom Hanks. Yeah.
And now we actually know who's telling the stories instead of just a bunch of stories.
I
Oh,
mean,
I don't care.
I'm not saying that like a bad thing. I love Buster Scruggs.
right.
I really like that movie. And I think it'll be cool to see Tom Hanks. I think it'll be cool to see another like if it comes out well. I think it'll be cool to see another really well done Western because I think you could.
Right.
I think they were done the same for a really long time, and people are finally starting to change things up. And so seeing if this one follows the trend of being a good one, I think that could be very nice.
You can only hope for it to be good.
Yeah.
Be on the eye out if you want. If not, who gives a shit? All right. So for our big topics, I guess. Number one, Benedict Cumberbatch will return as Doctor Strange in Spider-Man 3, 2021, and the film will be directly related to Sam Raimi's Multiverse of Madness 2022, which even furthers the live-action Spideyverse theory and Jamie Foxx's Electro from Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel? How are we feeling about this?
Exciting stuff.
Exciting. Doctor Strange's appearance in Spider-Man 3 could honestly kind of be hinting that like Marvel may be turning towards like a darker line this time because of multiverse of madness is supposed to be like
A horde.
horror. Yeah. So if they're including those characters into, if it's directly related to multiverse of madness, it could be like a darker theme coming on, which I would really like. I think could be really cool.
That's cool.
And do by Spider-Verse, like live action Spider-Verse, is that like live action of like the Spider-Verse movies? Is that what?
No, so the Spider-Verse theory is that because we get Jamie Foxx's Electro returning in Spider-Man 3, that means that there's a chance that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man can come back and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man can come back and meet Tom Holland's Spider-Man. That's where people are like really hoping that's gonna happen.
Nope.
Well, yeah.
Right.
What was the decision behind? Who made this decision? That sounds
Probably Sam Raimi or the director of Spider-Man 3. I'm excited. I want to see Tobey Maguire talk to Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland.
Wait, no.
You guys don't want to see that?
I feel no, not really. I feel like everybody has had, like, once we get a new Spider-Man, everybody is just kind of like acknowledged that this is the new Spider-Man. They don't want to think about the old ones anymore. So we got our new Spider-Man, and they tossed him away.
I love Tobey Maguire. I want to see him do funnies with fucking Tom Holland. That'd be hilarious.
Bro, you couldn't name me who Tom Holland was last episode.
Dude, he has a shitty name. Fucking Tom Holland's awful name.
Understandable. I don't know. Jamie Foxx's Electro, though.
I'm excited. Jamie Foxx can do anything.
Yeah. I saw. Okay.
Over.
The weird CGI thing was weird. I didn't like that, but I saw like how somebody did a fan art online whenever I was looking up about Jamie Foxx's Electro, and it was like a simple drawing that just made it so much better. He had like a yellow mask that kind of went down his whole body, and like electric stuff like coming out of his hands. Like, how did like a free artist, an artist that probably isn't getting paid for anything, like make a better design than an entire movie crew on one character? I bet it's because they were trying to push the limits, and they were trying to think like, oh, we can do something graphically amazing, and that didn't happen.
No, it's because they didn't want a black man as Electro. That's why. You
think
Jamie Foxx was like, yo, make me blue in this movie? No.
No, yeah, not his fault at all.
Fucking
nobody went make me blue, besides the people making the movie.
I don't think it was racist. I think the guy who directed it, what's his name? He's an awful director. No. He was like, wouldn't it be cool if he was blue and glowing?
Awesome.
That would be fucking sick. And then he
I liked Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. He was really funny.
He was good, but the movie sucked, so I don't give a shit.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to see Andrew Garfield directed by a better director.
Okay, I can see it happen. The more we talk about it, the more it kind of comes to like, I come to accept it. You know,
it's just Spider-Verse, but like with 3 familiar Spider-Mans.
With 3 Spider-Men that I don't care as much about.
You don't care about Tobey Maguire?
Not
He's
okay.
like elderly now, man.
Versus like Spider-Verse, where like they're all coming from like crazy different backgrounds, like they're all like these crazy unique characters.
Yeah,
and then you put 3 Peter Parkers in one room.
Oh man. 3 white guys saving the earth.
3 white guys with
sounds great.
Okay, movies.
Fuck you guys. I'm excited. Fuck.
Right.
But supposedly like following the last 2 Spider-Man movies, Tom Holland's Spider-Man has always had a sort of a mentor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like Iron Man, his mentor in the first Spider-Man, Happy being his mentor, and like fuck, who else was in that movie?
Far From Home.
Right, yeah.
Could even be the Mysterio character. Forgot the actor being the mentor.
It'd be Jake Gyllenhaal being his mentor.
Yeah,
and now this is what they're gonna do with Doctor Strange, of him being his mentor.
In the comics, they're really good friends.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
best buddies, so this makes sense.
I really hope they because that's a really funny dynamic, like a super serious magician and like a 16, 17-year-old boy. And we have to remember
Doctor Strange is like just the effects that they do on him are like some of the coolest that they've done in the Marvel.
yeah,
Like,
his movie was great.
oh yeah, it's criminally underrated.
Very, yeah.
It is so good.
What?
Huh? Nothing.
Oh, okay.
What do you want to say?
Well,
Say it.
I was just
Say
gonna
it.
say, it's not that good,
Jesus
Like
Christ.
the visual effects push it, to like, it's not great. It's good.
It
Bro,
felt
It's
pretty
good.
good. I watched
We
it.
just said
and
it
I
was
like,
underrated.
tasty. That was a tasty movie.
Tito Swalton was in that movie, and I'm a horror fan, so I don't care what you have to say about that. Fuck
Whatever.
you. Fuck you.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's good.
It is good.
But
But
I really do think
um,
Iron Man 3 deserves another look. That's an underrated Marvel movie.
what the fuck was that movie again?
Iron Man 3 with the
Yeah, what
with the
happened?
cunt. What's his name? The
Iron
No, the bad guy. Not Dormammu. Man, I remember liking this movie. It was the really smart guy.
The molten guy who melted
No,
stuff?
not the molten guy. The fuck? Fucking what's his name?
The fake terrorist?
Yeah.
You like that movie?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Remember when he had the whips? It's like,
Oh, no, that was the second one.
oh, that was the second one. But
I thought
remember,
that was the first one.
No, the
all out of fucking
This
no.
movie sucked, dude.
Directed by Shane Black, man. That was good.
The first one was he was like, "Oh, what if I made this soup in Afghanistan?" Right? He was like trapped.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the second one was like, I'm a billionaire. Oh, a guy with electric whips wants to kill me. I don't know.
Pew pew pew.
I don't know. Why are we talking about Iron Man?
Because
Move.
I don't know. That's my brother.
Yeah, but basically, like, takeaways from this is that this could be cool if they do Jamie Foxx's Electro right.
Jamie Foxx is a great actor.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%.
He did Django.
I just don't want him to be blue and Avatar like.
I wish he had more of a say in that. I wish he would have been like, I don't want to be.
Yeah, I really do too. I think he honestly could have had the judgment there. Like,
Because, like, in the second movie, well, not this, I remember in the movie, because Spider-Man would always ignore him. He just wanted to be his fan. It pisses me off. I was like, dude, I feel so bad for Jamie Foxx. He was a little nerd bitch. And he just, Spider-Man was like, I don't care, man.
it's like the Incredibles plot.
It's exactly like The Incredibles.
It's like the Incredibles, but one Incredible.
Mr. Incredible. Recycled bullshit, you know? Recycled bullshit.
Yeah, it's all right though. That can be good.
How do you feel, Luis?
I don't care, bro. Who the fuck? Isn't it too early to like speculate about this bullshit?
No.
I mean, when we think about that,
Speculate anytime, buddy.
Give a fuck about Jamie Foxx's Electro.
I give a fuck.
I don't give a
love
fuck. I don't know. I just don't care.
Jamie Foxx is Ray Charles and Django.
I don't give a fuck.
You wanna take that away from him?
I never said that. I just said I don't care that he's Electro.
Sound like a real piece of shit right now.
I don't care that he's Electro.
Wow.
I don't care
You
about
really
Electro.
hate Jamie Foxx?
What are you trying to say?
I don't care. I don't care that Jamie Foxx is Electro because I don't care about Electro. Like,
You're trying to say that Quentin Tarantino's Django is his weak.
Okay, Ray Charles is not Electro. Okay, they're not the same characters.
Oh my god.
Fucking Grayson said on the last podcast he didn't give a shit about Electro either. Remember? He's like,
No one
I
gives
do
a
not
shit
give
about
a shit
Electro.
about Electro. They
I
don't give a
love
shit
Jamie
if
Foxx.
Jamie Foxx or Tyler Perry or anyone.
No,
anyone.
Tyler Perry's Electro would be funny. Medea as Electro.
Medea. Electro.
I never said I didn't care about Jamie Foxx. I said Electro's a boring villain. Get someone new. But that's a whole other subject that we don't need to get into.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care about Electro and I don't care about Jamie Foxx's career. Period.
Fuck you. You suck.
Wait! You just went to an extreme there.
I don't care
you
about
weren't
what
even,
Jamie Foxx is doing next. I just
you
don't
weren't
care.
saying shit about Jamie Foxx, and then out of the blue, you're like, "Yeah, I don't care
I
a
don't.
single thing about him."
I just don't care what he's doing. I just don't give a shit. I really don't. I can't think of anything other than Django and Kanye albums that have interested me from Jamie Foxx. I really can't. He was in that NBC show, the game show.
Moving on. Fucking
He was in Rio.
Rios.
He,
Okay.
he was also in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Are you forgetting about his
Wait,
role
what?
in
Wait,
Electro?
what was his role in Amazing Spider-Man 2?
He was Electro.
Wait, what?
What?
No, yeah,
Oh,
please don't.
I was like, what the fuck?
This is so shit. This is the worst podcast. We're moving on.
Sorry if y'all got to this point.
Yeah. No, thank you. And sorry. Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
right.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Our second news topic we're moving in, we have a bunch of delays coming out. We have the Batman, Robert Pattinson's the Batman. Robert Pattinson as a Batman, delayed to 2022. Dia Villeneuve's Doom is delayed to 2021. The Matrix 4 has been moved up and will now release December 22nd, 2021. Warner Brothers have pushed The Flash November 4, 2022, and Shazam: Fury of the Gods to June 2nd, 2023. Black Adam no longer has a release date. Let's ignore Grace and Louis. How do you?
About all these news? I don't.
Right.
Okay. Hear me out.
Okay.
I don't care about any of these movies other than the Batman.
Son of a bitch.
I don't care. I don't care right now. Because
Let me put it this way. This potentially means like this is like probably gonna become a trend of like movies getting like delayed.
Good.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean like not coming like out like for like video on demand and like seeing movies. Like I know there's a shit ton of movies. I don't know. This could possibly mean like something huge for the movie industry because there's like movie theaters shutting down. I don't give a shit. It's happening. I don't know. Like what do you guys think this means for like movies? All these delays and shit.
Streaming is gonna get more popular.
I'm fine with there not being movies, like new movies, for an entire year.
I mean, these are just
Like-
blockbusters.
It's gonna suck, but like, don't rush things if you can make them better. Not rush.
Well, do you believe that they're not perfect, or just like the backlash from releasing movies?
Oh no, I 100% think they're not perfect because like if you're making a movie with this many restrictions, it's probably gonna turn out well at the end, but you still probably are holding things back because of either time constraints, which is actually good that they're delaying things now. Like either time constraints or the fact that you can't get certain people because of COVID scare. Like,
Right. Well, with that, Robert Pattinson got tested positive for COVID. So you think the Batman's going all out, or do you think it just happened like a mistake?
I don't know. What do you think, Grayson?
do I think the Batman's going all out? What do you mean?
Well, like because you just said that they're taking time for it to be perfect, and because they have so many restrictions. Robert Pattinson got tested positive. Well, I don't know if he's not positive anymore.
He's not.
Okay, well, never mind. This point doesn't make any sense.
I think. Okay, yeah, I just think that like. I don't want to be known like 2021 as the year we release a bunch of shitty movies because we all were willing to take cuts because of COVID. I think it's better we just like save up the movies, and release them whenever they're ready instead of trying to like. Yeah, I think making movies during COVID is a unwise decision just in general because you know that you're starting off the movie with restrictions, like that you can't do everything you would want to do, or film in every place that you want to film, or even travel as much, just because like COVID.
Okay.
So yeah, I really just think that like nobody, like most people have enough movies to watch during this time that I don't think people would be too upset if there weren't a whole lot of movies released.
Well, like, let me ask both of you this.
Yeah.
Do you think a movie shot during COVID would be like, considering all the restrictions, would it be more impressive that it's like it having to be good? Would it be impressive that it got done?
No, I wouldn't care.
Really?
Going into the movie, I'd be like, cool, they did it. With the amount of money most of these people have, it's like, cool, they probably, like, I don't know, pulled some strings or something to, like, get this filming done. Or, like, there's some way that...
Well, like, I mean, like, smaller, like, literal, like, not literal. I mean,
if a smaller film did it...
Yeah, that's
if
what
a smaller film did it 100%, I would be like, yes, that's really impressive. Nice job. And if nobody got sick during their shooting, even better. Like if somebody if they shot it and people got sick because of it,
right?
I wouldn't want that. Like, yeah, that sounds dumb. But if you can keep it safe, and shoot a movie, like, I'd be impressed if it was it was smaller. But like, let's say Dune, for example. I know probably the shooting's already done for Dune, but let's say Dune, for example, if that was shot during COVID, I could care less. I'd go into that movie and think, cool, it's just a movie that released at an unfortunate time, not a movie that destroyed boundaries because it was filmed during COVID.
There's nothing impressive about filming a movie in a pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
feel like there's not for like a bunch of these rich companies who can pay people thousands of dollars to come out and act for them, but convincing a bunch of people, like the smaller films like we were talking about, convincing a bunch of people at very low pay to just like come act in a movie with the risk of them getting COVID, I think is a much bigger task. Not much bigger, but much harder task.
Right.
But this isn't movies in general. These are all blockbuster movies, right? This is not shit.
We're not hearing delays from like smaller movies.
That's what I'm saying. This is only affecting blockbuster movies because smaller movies do not get theater tickets.
Yeah,
right.
They just don't. So it doesn't affect like regular movies. It just affects the big ones.
Film festivals are pretty big for smaller movies, so.
That's very true.
And so while they're not getting huge delays, the fact that there are no film festivals is pretty big, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, but the Flash and the new Shazam, like, I forgot those characters existed. Honestly, like
Shazam?
Dune and the Matrix 4 were the two that I was like, the Dune and Matrix 4 were the two that I was like, okay, that I'm actually kind of excited for. I forgot the Flash and Shazam existed.
We talked about Shazam like last week.
I know, and during that period, I forgot that the movie existed.
How do you feel about I'm gonna ask Louise.
I really like the Flash a lot, like as a character.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think it's my favorite DC character, so I'm excited for that movie. But I don't care about the Matrix 4.
That's because the Flash is a huge.
He's what?
So it's like he's a huge loser, like you.
No, he's not.
He's a loser.
No, he's not. He's a CSI. He works for the CSI. He's super fast.
Yeah, that's loser quality.
Yeah. You fucking
imagine working for the government. No.
Imagine, dude.
He's like no, he's not. I like the TV show on CW. You know what I'm talking about?
I hate that show.
I really like that show, and I really like how he's in like the comics. So, but I don't like the guy who plays him, Urza Cohen. I just don't.
Ezra Miller.
Or Urza Miller. Yeah, I don't think he's good for that role. I need to see him in better because in the movies he's in, he's like garbage.
Yeah.
The Perks of Being a Wallflower?
No, the DC movies.
Oh, that's not fair. DC fucking sucks.
No, I said I give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm saying I need to see him in something else because the DC movies he's in, he's garbage. Because he's a great actor. He's great in that Perks of Wallflower. He's great in We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Oh shit, he is in that.
Yeah, so he's a great actor. I just hate that DC is just not using him right, because they just use him as comedic relief. Then literally nothing else.
Oh, that's what the Flash is. He's a fucking.
No, he's
loser.
not. That's the thing. The Flash is not
Nothing
comedic
better.
relief, and he's not like because they treat him like Peter Parker. He's just
Yeah,
like
like in
cracking jokes. He doesn't
Flash,
do that.
the Flash in like the animated the Flash in the animated movies, I think they did really well.
Yeah,
Like that's how you do Flash correctly. Like
he.
they messed up some, but like I think they did his character.
The
pretty
only
well.
difference between Flash and the other characters in DC is that he's a little like lighter tone than them, apart from Superman. But he's not like a Peter Parker where he's like cracking jokes, which is why I hate that movie. Ain't because he sucks in
Right.
it.
Okay.
Also, like Peter, like the Flash has such a boring superpower, just going fast.
Oh, dude.
Whenever they do it right, like it works pretty well because he has like interesting characters to go along with him. Like that's like his characters are much more interesting. I'd say his like supporting characters.
The Flash is just as good as supporting characters. And
Oh yeah,
the characters he was around in the Justice League movies were awful. So,
I think every DC like hero has terrible powers.
yeah.
They just suck. Like Batman doesn't even have.
But that's why he's so cool.
Batman doesn't have powers. That's why he's cool. Green Lantern has infinite powers, and then they
and he
just give him
sucks.
yeah, and then they give him people who also have infinite powers, which is pretty cool.
Right? It's like how do you make? Because like in the show for whenever he's like going fast, it looks
Wait,
so
he
bad.
goes fast. I missed that part.
He's got interesting
I'll need-
feelings, like the Reverse
I'll
Flash.
need to rewatch it.
Oh,
Reverse
right.
Flash is a great
So-
villain. Zoom, remember Zoom? Gorilla Grodd, a giant smart gorilla.
Giant
No,
smart.
I won't.
Yeah.
I won't let down that Obama scene.
Oh, come
What?
on.
President Obama. Nice to finally.
What?
Yeah, Gorilla Grodd meets Obama. Right? Ridiculous.
Where does he meet?
The White House.
Wait, no. Like what? In what? Like
In the show.
Yeah.
oh, in the Flash show?
Yeah.
I think, does he?
Yeah, he meets Barack Obama.
I never watched that far. I watched like the first 3 seasons.
Okay. Well, I wanted to talk about real quick before we move. I wanted to talk about Dune. Do any of us care about Dune?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
it's something new.
No, it isn't.
What? What is it?
Dune was done by David. It was done by David Lynch in the 80s or 90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that movie sucked. Ooh, that movie fucking
Well,
sucked.
We can talk about that a different time. But I'm
Does
saying
suck.
like,
Whoa, let's not talk. Let's talk about it now. That movie does suck. The fuck do you mean?
there were so many restrictions on that they, like,
I don't
David
give a
Lynch
shit
didn't
if there was restrictions. The movie
Shut
sucks.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about the new movie. Do we
Oh,
even
no.
care about it?
Whenever it came out, it was something new within a world of remakes and sequels and movies that I could care less about than most years. I care more. Like most years, I've had there's a lot of new movies, and it feels like recently there hasn't been a lot of new movies. And so whenever Dune came out, and I didn't know that it was a remake of something, I was actually really excited. I was like, it's something that like it doesn't look extremely interesting from this trailer, but it's something that I haven't seen before. So that's my take on it.
You haven't heard of the book either?
No, I hadn't heard of anything. I just
Oh,
thought it was like
shit.
an original. I just thought it was an original film.
No, man, imagine. Holy shit. No. No, fuck you, Timothy.
That trailer
Oh,
was
shit.
impressive when looking at it
was?
from when looking at it from an original film standpoint. You'd think like, wow, this is gonna do a lot of new things. Like,
I didn't like the trailer. I thought there was like no color. It just wasn't.
yeah, that's what I was irritated with that.
And I hate Timothy Chalamet. I want to put him in.
Well, hey.
He's such a bitch, dude. Such a shit actor.
What?
Yeah, he sucks. I don't care. Call Me by Your Name is awful. He sucks in Lady Bird. I don't care for him in the new Bob Dylan movie. And I don't care about him in the Batch. I hope he dies. But we can move on to our.
Yeah, you sound jealous, bro, for real.
No,
Bro, he's
this
great in
is-
Little. He's great in all those roles. Little Women, he's great in that role.
I never brought up Little Women. See, now you're putting words into my mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
there's like a lot of great roles that you haven't seen him in, you know. Yeah, he's not bad in the stuff you fucking called him out for either.
I didn't say he was bad. I said I hate him. See, you're putting words into
Wait,
my mouth.
what?
Piece of shit.
Wait, what?
Do you just hate him as a person? Like,
Yeah, I hate him as
Oh,
a
I
person.
thought you had a good reason. Never mind.
No, Call Me by Your Name sucked. It's an awful movie.
Nah,
Yeah,
I don't think it's awful.
it's not good. And it's a pretty big disappointment. Fuck you, Timothy. I don't give a shit. Moving on to our third topic of the podcast. This one be our like. We have two other topics, but we'll kind of just put this together since they're Netflix topics.
Yeah.
But the popular show Glow has been canceled by Netflix and will not return for season 4. Season 4 due to COVID-19. Are any of you guys saddened by this?
I'm actually kind of upset.
Yeah, I thought you would be. That's why I put it on. How do you feel, man?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
Oh, I really like. I never got to season 2, so I can't say much. But I really liked season 1.
Okay, so we're the same then. I never got to
Oh,
season
both of you
2
guys
either.
like this. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. It was like fast paced and like. I think it was also. I don't think it had. I think it was the 20-minute episodes too, wasn't it? It's a nice filler show.
I don't know.
It felt like a fun, like good show to me, and I didn't even know they were making a season 4. But
Well, they're
hopefully, yeah, they're not anymore. But hopefully, whenever I get to season 3, it ends off with a satisfying ending.
It doesn't.
Is all I'm saying.
It
Oh,
doesn't?
you've gotten all the way through?
No, but I read on the.
Oh,
Reddit,
boo!
a bunch of
Spoiler.
comments like, there's so many plot threads. There's so many plot threads apparently that they just didn't clear.
Are you disappointed by this, Luis?
No, because I'm like Grayson. I watched the first season. I thought it was good, but I didn't have any interest in the other seasons.
Right.
So
I had interest in watching the other ones. I just didn't get around to it.
Right.
I thought it was. I didn't care, but I do think it's upsetting that Netflix will just cancel anything. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted
Also,
to talk about.
Due to COVID-19, it's the dumbest excuse because of you guys can delay a bunch of other movies and be like, yeah, it's fine, don't even worry, or even release movies that have like started filming since quarantine started and then ended filming. Like I'm not even getting mad at them for the reason of COVID-19. I'm getting mad at them for releasing other movies during like from the start of this pandemic, and then like it feels like this is not the real reason why they're canceling it. It feels like an
Maybe.
excuse. It feels like an excuse of why it's being canceled, honestly.
Until shit comes out, we'll never know. But for now, that's the official.
Yeah.
It is. I agree. I haven't watched it. I think Casey watched it. I think she really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I think it's a pretty big one. So
And it's
Rest in
like
peace.
Yeah, it was one of like
the big
their
ones.
their big originals, and they just killed it
Yeah.
off like that. That's what I
They
think
do
is
that
crazy.
with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. Like well actually they said that Netflix usually cancels stuff after their second, because after a second, if it continues to be successful, that's when like directors and actors ask for a pay raise, and instead of paying them more, they just cancel it.
yeah,
to
or get
avoid
someone
that.
new.
Yeah, to do something new. And I don't know about you guys, that sounds pretty fucking chill.
Yeah. There's some
yeah.
shows that I really don't want that to happen to. Like
Oh man, yeah.
like if that happens to like
Like the
I would say
boys.
The Boys, not
That's not on
Netflix,
Netflix though.
but still.
Yeah, I
It,
agree.
Amazon, I wouldn't doubt does the same thing.
They've done it before, yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have really.
The Boys, Russian Doll is the one I mentioned earlier. I don't even want a second season for that show, but if they make a good second season, I don't want them to mess it up. I was a big fan of the Love, Death, Robots.
Yeah, the David Fincher
I
produced.
wanted to watch that.
That was good.
Super good, like really good. But if they, and it's all like individual stories made by new directors, if they mess it up by the end of like season 3, that'll be upsetting.
Yeah. Netflix,
I mean, we talk about this off podcast, but Black Mirror, like that happened
Oh,
with
yeah.
Black Mirror. Like there were such good episodes Like the first 2 seasons, I think there's 1 or 2 bad episodes that we agreed that were like bad episodes.
Mhm.
And then it just like, and then it like those numbers get skewed the further on you go. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool shit on there.
Too much.
And then
They've,
Yeah.
they've invested so much money in like original programming that the moment one thing starts to flicker out just slightly, they just kill it off.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
I wanted to recommend this show to you guys and everybody listening. It's called Everything Sucks. Super cute. It's a show about these kids. They're very young. They're in middle. They're like high school or something. And the main character's in love with this girl. The girl finds out that there's a plot twist in there. I think you guys should watch it.
Okay. Everything sucks.
Yeah, Everything Sucks. It's
Okay.
very cute.
And like end of the fucking world.
That also. I hope they don't cancel that.
That's done, I think.
No,
Yeah.
don't tell me that.
I'm pretty sure
They
second
didn't-
season's it.
They didn't need a season 2. Is all I'm saying.
Did you
Yeah,
watch
they
it?
did.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was
I
very good.
I didn't think it was bad, but the ending of season 1 was so satisfying. I wanted it to be done there. Like, I have a problem with TV shows that do that. Like, there's some TV shows that have an ending that just need to stay ended. Like
Breaking
that
Bad.
never need to pick up again. Yeah, El Camino was useless. Like
What? What
It
the
was-
fuck?
it was not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but it was not a needed movie. Like you
I
see,
wanted to. No.
spoiler alert, everybody, for the next 30 seconds. I'll
Yeah.
count me down. I'll count me down. But at the end of Breaking Bad, Jesse drives off, and it's the perfect shot because he's like crying, like Walter's back there, and it's basically showing his freedom. It's showing that like, okay, he's free, he's out of the system. For the first time, he's not tethered to anything or money. Like he has everything that he needs, and he just drives off into the distance, and it's perfect. And then they announced El Camino, and it's like I don't want. I like that they just decided to end it there. I didn't want anything more. But
Mm-hmm. I get that. I don't know. It was nice seeing Jesse just live a normal
yeah,
trauma that Walter White put him. That's what
I was happy with the ending of El Camino because the ending of El Camino, I thought basically picked up the slack. Like, wasn't equal to, but definitely held up to a standard that the ending of Breaking Bad had.
Yeah. I liked it. But,
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to our last one. I know we just talked about cancel. Something fucking awesome released on Netflix. Hubie Halloween, Adam Sandler's horror comedy drama.
Greatest film.
The greatest film of all time. I haven't even yet. Are we excited for this, guys?
Super. It's #1 trending on Netflix right now. Apparently, it's made more money than like the past like couple movies that they've released. Like,
Good for
it's
fucking-
made more money within the first like 2 days than the past like 3 movies they've released have like made of all time.
Uh-huh.
Adam Sandler plays funny Halloween stupid man.
Adam Sandler plays himself on screen.
And then he does the funny Adam Sandler
He does
voice.
the funny voice.
He does the I'm just Hubie.
I'm just Hubie. So true.
Oh,
We're renaming the
Hubie.
podcast to the Hubie podcast.
The Hubie podcast. Hubie fans 101.
We should all get together and watch this when we get the.
I would actually enjoy that.
I'd really like it. It'd be really funny. But that's all we got. We have one more big thing to do. If you guys want to add anything else before we move on to our movie we watched this week.
So actually, more onto Hubie Halloween, which
Okay.
is funny. I was looking it up online, and every review said the exact same thing. Every review said this line exactly. While it's not Adam Sandler's worst film, it's still pretty bad. But I won't let them get me down. Hubie
I
Halloween,
disagree.
yeah.
I disagree.
While it's not Adam's worst film, it's his best. Is what they should have said.
They should have said that.
I haven't even seen it yet. I just already know.
What are your thoughts on Hubie?
I can't even pretend to be excited about this.
It has Jack Black in it, right? He makes a cameo
It's got
appearance.
everyone in it, man. It's
I feel like it has Shaq in it too. I think I saw that.
I hope so. This is
This sounds
grown-ups for Halloween.
this sounds
Right.
like the perfect movie, if you're asking me. Who else would I need in a movie?
Right. Luis is a piece of shit who doesn't
I
like...
don't care. I'm sorry.
Oh, old news, old news.
I could
All
only
right.
watch this if I was watching with y'all. I couldn't do this
But Jack
by
Black-
myself.
Go ahead, Grayson.
But Jack Black, he announced like before we even started the podcast that he's gonna stop making movies, which is
Oh shit.
really sad, honestly. He's a whole personality.
Well, he's on YouTube still.
He's on YouTube, and so we'll get to see a good amount of him.
Yeah, he's
but,
playing
like-
FNAF. He's happy. Right?
Yeah, I'm happy, and he has like his 2 kids too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised he's done like I'm only judging based off of his YouTube channel, so I can't say much. But I'm surprised about how well like his kids seem like some really cool people.
Oh, okay.
His kids seem like some really cool people, and I feel like with a famous like parent that a lot of times can like get kids to be more snobby.
Yeah.
At times. I'm not saying at all. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
all of
I
it,
agree.
but it's like it happens a lot, and so I'm kind of happy that like we've seen cool kids from Jack Black,
Good
and
for
he just
Jack.
seems like a bro. Like he seems like such a
He
dude
does.
you'd want to hang out with. Like
He's
he would
really-
always find something interesting. All right,
Yeah.
enough with my Jack Black praise
Enough with
hour.
that.
Next
last
section.
Yeah, last week on the podcast, technically last week on the technical podcast, we chose a movie to watch, and Grayson kind of chose it. You know what? We chose a movie. It was Possessor by David Cronenberg, and ironically, Grayson didn't watch it. So
3. If you've made it this far, put 3 boos in the chat.
just boo him out.
Yeah,
Fuck this guy.
as long as you can go boo, like do it. People who haven't seen the podcast will think it's because it's like a Halloween themed episode, but like real
Oh,
people
true.
who have watched it this far will know
Right.
that it's just hate for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll get into that. Luis and I watched it.
Yeah.
Possessor by David Cronenberg. David Cronenberg, right?
Brandon Cronenberg.
Brandon Cronenberg. He's the son of David Cronenberg.
Mm-hmm.
Always get the fucking guys mixed up.
Cronenberg's the one who makes all the strange human
Yes.
monster
Body horror.
things. Yeah.
Body horror.
Mhm.
His son is more of a thriller, sci-fi horror person.
Well, Cronenberg made Fly. He made The Fly. I
Oh, yeah.
I think the difference is because this is more like. Oh, do you want to start reviewing right now?
Yeah, we can get into it.
Okay.
Well, let me first. Let me say what Possessor. So Possessor is a movie that released this year. It's a sci-fi thriller, horror-esque movie about a woman who takes over people's brains, and their job is to use those people to kill people. They're like hired assassins. It's very, very confusing, but it's very confusing once you watch it. We're gonna get into it now. So go ahead.
Yeah, I really liked the movie. I thought it was great, but it's
Thank God.
definitely like it's definitely not Cronenberg. You know what I'm saying? Because if all of the Cronenberg, this is more like Finchian. It's a lot. It's a lot more like very cold, very precise, like close angles, very still cameras.
Right.
It's not like other Cronenberg movies where there's a little bit more shaky cam. So he's gone his own way, which is nice. But yeah, I thought the whole movie was great. I thought it was scary. I thought. Well, I didn't think. I thought parts of it were really good, and I thought the body horror aspect was great. You know, he used his effects really well. He's just like his dad, where it's all just practical shit.
All right. I think because you're the son of like a super big, that there's gonna be some expectation, and I think I don't think he was actively trying to like set himself apart from his dad, but I think there's like a subconscious thing. So there's like.
Yeah, there's definitely
yeah.
inspirations, but I think he did just enough to separate himself.
Right, because it's not his dad. It's obviously not.
it's still the same style of movie though, where all Cronenberg movies, like, because it's mainly body horror, it's
Yeah, yeah.
supposed to make you feel uncomfortable, like being human. Like it's supposed to
It's
make you upset that
right.
you're like in this skin suit, and this
Mhm.
this basically the same thing where it basically shreds your nerves until you're just so freaked out. It's great.
If you're a David Cronenberg fan, you'll probably be a fan of his son. Um, I haven't seen. He has another movie called Anti,
Yeah.
which I want to watch. Hopefully, one of us recommends it. Uh, but more about the movie. I thought it was very pretty.
I did it.
Did you
I
think it
haven't
was
even
pretty?
I haven't even seen the movie, but that one frame that they used on all the advertisements where it's like the face inside another face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Freaking terrifying and beautiful, and like that's the kind of image you use for a cover. That's a
it's
really
great.
good cover.
Yeah, and it pays off in the movie really well.
It does.
Okay,
I could have never guessed what that shot meant
Dude, the
until I watched it.
the movie, it was fucking spoilers. So, okay, do you know what? Wait, we can't spoil it because of Grayson, right?
You can spoil it. Go
Okay.
No,
ahead.
fuck Grayson.
All right.
No, yeah,
Okay.
spoil it. I didn't watch the movie,
Okay,
and we
so
spoil it every episode.
so
Yeah.
the main character works for this organization where she goes into like the heads of other people and kills people that the organization wants them to.
Hmm.
And then she goes into the ahead of this guy, and she starts losing her identity slowly. So she doesn't know who she is and who she isn't, and this guy slowly starts to take over. And that fucking guy, he's such a good actor. You want to talk
He
about
is.
Christopher? He's
Yes, he
so
is.
good. He is the
He's so
star
good.
actor. I did not expect him to like blow it out of the water because he basically plays two people inside one person. It's
He plays
crazy.
it so well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love his performance. I've seen him before in other stuff. He's in James White. I don't know if you've seen that. Very great movie.
Oh.
But yeah, I was like, I knew who he was before, so when I saw him pop, excited. I was like, shit, great actor. I'm expecting a lot, and he delivered. Fucking great. His performance is amazing. I think the more noticeable part of his performance is the final kind of sequence when he goes to her house, and
He kills
all of
her
that.
family, bro.
That's
Dude,
fucking insane.
dude,
Well,
it's so
she kills her own family, and he kills her son.
no. He goes over there to get revenge on her, but then she just ends up like doing it herself. She
Well, I
like
don't think he's
helps.
trying to get revenge. I think he was trying to like understand what the fuck was happening, but the guy attacked and like chop, 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 chop. Right? Is
Yeah, at the end of the movie, he takes back control of his body, Grayson,
Mhm.
and he goes to her house because she has a husband and a kid, and he's like, "I'm gonna shoot your fucking husband," and he doesn't do it until the husband like tries to kill him,
Mhm.
and then he just ends up stabbing the husband like 34 times, and then
Oh my God.
the kid comes up and he stabs the guy in the neck. And then the guy turns around and shoots the kid straight in the fucking head, and you can like
Oh,
see
and it shows it?
Yeah, it shows the
it's
kid's
awesome.
brains. That is so good, so good.
But we find out the kid wasn't actually it was a kid, but there was a lady who she was hired by in the kid's brain. Like
Yo, why were they trying to kill the kid?
they weren't, but okay, so
Okay.
so the lady who's in the guy's brain is tasked to kill this like CEO and his daughter. But we find out before the movie like even like starts to like get the ball rolling that she's losing her identity, kind of like because for order for this job you have to be stable, right? And they do a test after
Uh-huh.
every session to make sure you have your memories, you're stable, and she's obviously not based on like how like pale she is and tired she looks.
Hmm.
Um, but she just wants to get this job done, so she lies and um, she gets in this guy's brain.
Yeah.
Basically, he starts kind of like fighting back little by little, but you don't really know that until um, the part where she has to kill her. His,
Is it
I
in
don't
his
explain.
body that he
It's
kills?
his body, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
He has to kill his girlfriend, which he does, and um, there's the last part after he's done that where she tries to kill herself as the guy because that's how you get out of it, but she
Uh-huh.
can't because she lost control of the guy, and he takes back control. And there's a super awesome fucking sequence of like what's happening. Do you want to describe it?
Which one? Where with the face mask?
with the face, like where his face tears apart
Oh, when he after he kills that guy and tries to
after he
fix
kills.
him.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he runs away to like an apartment of a girl that he was cheating on with his ex,
Mhm.
with his girlfriend, and a guy from the organization comes over to like reboot her,
Uh-huh.
and there's this really cool sequence where he basically he passes out, and then the girl, right, the guy, he looks at the girl that's possessing him, he takes off her face and just puts it on himself, and then it flashes through a bunch of sequences like that creepy image. It's that
Oh, of
image.
the original girl? The
Yeah,
girl that's now in
Mhm.
his mind?
yeah. He takes off
Huh.
her face and puts it as his own, and like it flashes through a bunch of shit that happened early in the movie with just that face on, and it's crazy.
Oh my god, that sounds terrifying.
It is.
fucking sick. It's
It's
awesome.
so good.
It's really, and like the sequence in the movie is like there's a bunch of flashing images. Oh yeah, so warning if you're watching this movie, there's a bunch of flashing images. It loses the color red really well,
Hmm.
uh, and it like makes you feel really tense. Uh, it's really great. I love this movie.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think the only weak thing I think is it,
Let's get into it.
it's trying to have like a message about identity,
Right.
but I don't think it quite lands. I think if you really focus on an aspect, the movie doesn't work like that. I think it works better as just a mind fuck of a movie.
Yeah, I feel like there was something missing that really like
Yeah.
that's probably what it was.
I
It was
don't.
like
It was trying to go for something like on identity and how you can lose yourself in other people or some shit, but it never quite like went the whole way. And
right.
it was better when it was just a mindfuck of a movie instead of trying to go that way.
Yeah, because it made it kind of confusing,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Um, but other than that, uh, it's great. The it's directed the way it's directed is very very impressive. Considering this is like his second movie, I think he's probably worked on some
Yes.
shit. It's very fucking
He makes
impressive.
his dad proud.
Acting is yeah. Um, acting is phenomenal. The camera work isn't too crazy. Mostly just like still
It's just still shots, but it's the frames that he makes. They're very, very beautiful.
whatever's on camera is visually appealing.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it's very
Okay.
nice to look at. The music, oh my fucking god!
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to talk about the music?
Yeah, we can talk about the music. Very like electro. It's like it kind of reminds me of It Follows, but a lot more like sinister. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The 80s
it
synth. You know.
it adds to this music. I mean, as music adds to the movie, it kind of like you kind of forget that what's
Hmm.
uh, it just works so well, and I hope I can find the soundtrack. But yeah, uh, the music is great. Also, what other acting? I don't know. I like the ending a lot. It kind of fucked me.
What happened in the end? I forgot.
So, um, kills the husband.
Oh
She kills
yeah.
him. He can't believe what he did. Gets stabbed in the neck. Shoots the boy in the head. Find find out the boy was possessed by her boss.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Was it
she
on
gets
purpose to kill
Yeah.
the dude?
yeah yeah.
Oh,
They were
that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
yeah. And you find out in the craziest way possible because the first time he gets shot is in the and like he looks at him and he realizes that he shot the boy and he gets
Mhm.
really pissed off and he shoots him in the head and he falls to the ground and they're both bleeding out and then the boy says pull me out which is
Which is the word you use to get out of this thing.
to get out of the thing and you're
Mhm.
like wait what and
Ooh.
then she wakes up and she like turns to her left oh yeah her left or right and she sees that she was in the same like uh what same machine that she was in to possess people's bodies. It's
Mhm.
fucking crazy. This movie's great.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to add anything else, Luis?
Um, no, I think if you're very squeamish, you shouldn't watch it because there's a lot of body horror stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, it will make you like uncomfortable, like just to be human.
Hmm.
So if you don't
There's
want to do
sex in
that,
this too.
there's a
There's a
lot
lot of
of sex. There's a full-on erect penis. So if you're not into that
yeah.
either, don't watch this movie.
Um.
If you're a little bitch, wait, can I say that?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't watch this movie.
if you're a fan of horror, you'll love it. Honestly,
But don't think
I
it's
don't.
gonna be like a full-out horror film.
Right. This is obviously a thriller, a very
Mhm.
well-made thriller. If you're a fan of sci-fi and kind of looking for something to watch, it's Halloween.
Mhm.
Huge recommendation. But I guess
If
we
you
can
like the
kind of,
color red, from what you guys have
if
discussed.
you like the color red,
Mhm.
you'll love this movie. Or if you just need something to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean Penn
But
is in this movie. That was a
oh,
surprise. Sean Penn, the dad who got killed.
oh, very true. Sean Penn and the girl who was in the one who played
Yeah, but
the
Sean Penn
boss.
is more important. Sean Penn,
Shut the fuck up.
he's in this
Shut
movie.
up.
I know you're talking about Jennifer, not Jennifer Jason Leigh. Fucking yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Right. And if you do like the guys, check out James White. He's very good in that too. But if we don't have anything else, I guess we can score it out of 5 and that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. No, 4.5 out of 5.
That's exactly my fucking. It's a 4.5.
Yeah,
This movie's awesome.
could have been
Check
a
it
little
out.
better.
All right. What keeps it from being a 5?
I think what we talked about what was it you said, Louis?
The muddled message of identity.
The message. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it
Right.
tries to like. It feels like it has an idea there, but it's
hmm
not executing it as best as it could. But everything else
Hmm.
works, you know.
It felt like most of the work went into like mindfuck and the message was kind of an afterthought. I don't want to
Yeah.
take away from, but it kind of does feel like that way.
Mhm.
But other than that, perfect movie, awesome.
Awesome, awesome,
4.5
awesome.
out of 5.
4.5 out of
The
5.
has the fucking Buffalo Running podcast.
All right. The movie for next week.
All right, the movie we're watching. It's my turn this week to choose a movie. So, um, I'm choosing Trash Humpers. This is a movie
Oh,
made
never heard of
by.
it.
Never heard of this.
Nah.
Uh, I'm burped. It's a movie made in 2009. Released in 2009 by this guy named Harmony Corrine. He's a guy who made Gummo. So
The song?
no, Gummo the movie, motherfucker.
Oh,
Gummo the
okay.
movie.
Some of the 6 9
So if you
song.
like, right, if you like Gummo, maybe you like this movie. I haven't seen it yet, so that's a movie. Um, but yeah, if you guys want to watch it, please watch it. It's on YouTube for free. Um,
Yeah. So
but
it's like accessible to everyone now.
anyone, if you want to watch it, if you want to be part of the pod,
If you need my spam email because you can't access YouTube, or maybe you need a parent's permission. I can't provide that, but
watch it with
a
us.
guardian can.
It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's next week's podcast. Uh, closing thoughts, closing thoughts, closing thoughts. Luis, do you have any closing statements?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to tell you? Oh, yeah. Okay. I watch Possessor, and
Okay,
everyone call Grayson dumb for not watching the movie this week.
I agree. Grayson, do you have any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Have a nice life, y'all.
Have a nice life.
That's
You know,
ominous,
I
dude.
want
Why would you say that? Like your last
to.
podcast or something?
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh, okay.
I want to say.
That sounded much darker than I meant it.
Yeah.
Shut
No, I
up!
just meant like
Shut up!
y'all do
This is
well.
this is too long. This is too long.
Too
I want to say thank
long.
you for tuning in. If you please like the video, share it with somebody. Um, make sure leave a nice comment. But if not, if you hated it, please leave a dislike and why you hated it
And a rude
and
comment. We
a
want you
rude
to
comment.
shit on us in the
Just
comment section,
please.
And
especially me.
we're gonna be reworking the podcast. So hopefully, the next podcast is new. But you guys enjoy. Nice week. And this was a Buffalo Running Podcast.
See ya.
See you.
Bye.